Hey y'all, it's me, Ren, back again for another adventure. And we are going to be doing some more drawing today. Might not be as long, but you know, it's good times. Yeah? We'll see. Just trying to see if I successfully tweeted about this or not. I'm doing some kind of live business, but oh, it still has me a little bit different. We're using the random character generator this time. Now, I went out to a site. Y'all let me know if my music is too loud. It always seems real loud to me. I mean, I'm in control of it, I guess, but be a bit much sometimes. All right. Do it here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna do a quote retreat. Drawn things from a character generator. There we go, Bardo brush. That's what we're using today. All right, we got our information out there. Now, the reason I ended up using this one, because I looked at a couple here, but the reason I really wanted to use this one was because, let's see, we're gonna make this just little bits. Oh, it's gonna be everybody? Okay, let's do this. We want you to just be Comic Sans, and you can be real small. Well, maybe not that small. Can we make you like a black color there? Yeah, there we go. So, as you can see, I got pretty much the coolest ding dang character generator thing that I could have, which is draw a wooden koala that loves hamburgers. They want to be a witch, but they are afraid of shadows. That isn't delightful. I don't know what is. Well, let's go ahead and just getting myself sorted here, getting my little Wacom tablet. Oh, look at that. My closed captioning knows Wacom. That's a delight. All right, am I done here? Let's go ahead and save those settings as default. Sure, baby. All right. So we got our chilled out groove, and we've got a little time to be. Oh, I can't draw on that layer now. Of course I can. I got to get over here on this drawing layer. You can't draw where the words live. It'd be ridiculous. All right, so we've got a koala. Let's go ahead and set a scene here. They want to be a witch, but they're afraid of shadows. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have like a nice big lamp set up here. Maybe goes off into the words here. Today's just sketching. I'm not going to be too worried about how fancy these things get. You know what? I am going to move you down here. I don't know why I started you way up there. That was ridiculous. All right. So we're going to have this little lamp here, and that's going to be given a good amount of light here. And that's going to be where our little koala lives. Our local koala. I keep looking at the closed captionings to see what they do. You know what? I didn't pour myself the coffee that I wanted. Right now we just got our little lamp. You always got to start with a little bit of light. You want to be able to see what you're doing. Oh, yeah, that's a good noise. That's a great noise. Listen to that. Fluidity. Liquid is the great equalizer. Okay. My lamp isn't facing the right. Oh. Sorry, my chill hops just went a little wacky there. Seemed like they were getting sick. All right, better lamp, better light that we're shining. You get the picture. Yes, we see. Okay, so that gives us this big pool of light. Oh, that's not great. Here we go. Now I'm just trying to get back into the love of drawing here because it took a little bit. All right, so how big is my koala? They're all very sleepy most of the time, as I understand it. Oh, you know what? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we are doing. Our koala is actually gonna be coming in from the side here. Our little koala bear here. It's good. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? Because here I was going to be like, I'll draw a sleeping koala. I don't even know how to... Hey, Sumky! How you doing? I can barely draw a koala head, just generally. I don't know why I think I can draw one laying down here. But we'll see. I know they got these big cartoon noses. And then we're going to give him like a big flat... Oh wait, no, but he's wooden. That's right. Gotta remember he's wooden. I don't have to worry about things like fur texture. But I do... And their heads are like as big as their ding-dang bodies, aren't they? I think that's the case. Anyway, since he's wooden, his head's kind of on a little swivel there. We're going to make his whole body a little smaller. And then one of his little hands here. And that's got a little wooden setup there. Hey! Incriminating K. Hello, thanks for following. And I'm doing pretty good, Sumky. I'm trying something new today. Found a cute little character generator. Learning to stretch my mind a little bit. Do some additional cute things, maybe. Just some additional cute things. All right, so here's this koala, and they are afraid of shadows. They do want to be a witch, though. But they super duper love burgers. So I gotta represent that here. We gotta have some hamburger. Oh wait, but it's definitely gonna be like mostly eaten is the thing, because he loves it so much. My closed captioning abbreviates cuz as CUZ, which I'm okay with. What kind of stuff do you like on your burgers? I'm really just a meat and cheese kind of fella. I'm not so much into the mixing my vegetables. It just seems... I don't want my hots cold or my cold hots unless it's just absolutely unavoidable. Scooby-Doo-Doo. All right, so we ate a bunch of burger. Oh, it was exhausting, though. And then, let's see. And we'll put a little witch hat over here as well. How do witch hat go? Witch hat? All right, because if it's flipped over this way, you just had a big party. It looks kind of like a party hat. I'm lying. Oh, who's this? He's just a little round boy. It's so tiring. Where's his other arm got to? Nobody knows. There we go. That's fine. things don't exist in a three-dimensional zone. We don't have to worry about what that arm do. And he's wooden. What do we think about this? Oh, I made him asleep because koalas are always high and asleep. So that jives. Let's go ahead and try to clean this up a little bit. Do I want to, or do I just want to draw something else? Like, this burger is very messy, but I kind of love it. I don't know what's going on there. You know what? We're gonna grab another prompt. I feel like doing lots of messy ones. Oh. Okay, I'm going to read out the one that I got. I'm not going to draw them. But draw a funny human who is average height and petite, with receding frizzy brown hair, blue eyes, a dark skin tone, and pimples. They love art. They want to join the circus, but are afraid of fluffy animals. That's okay. I'm not going to do that one. Refresh. I want a new one. Give me a new one. Okay, some of these are silly. Some of these are silly. I mean, they're all silly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's what we're getting this time. Okay, can we paste it? Can we do a paste here? Give me the paste. Oh, you didn't remember what I wanted all my defaults to be? Because it sure as hell wasn't copper plate. Come on, yo. What are you even doing? Just give me any of these sans. I love a good sans. Sans Undertale. That's the kind of font I always want. All right, so here we go. Let's back up here again. Oh, hey. We need another layer here. All right. An exploding parrot. Now, I'm not going to actually have the parrot be explosive, but I think they're going to be probably pretty generally angry. Hey, what's my color supposed to be? It should be black here. All right. So, of the parrots that I know an African gray parrot. They're pretty cool. Let me get that look in here. Just that nice, oh, everything is so sketchy here because I don't have time to do smooth lines, you know what I mean? I just want to color them all in. Then they got the little bottom part of the beak here. Wah! Then there's always the eyes. And if they're real excited, their eyes will get real big and then real small, real fast. It's a delight to watch them. They get just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Some of them might make that noise. Okay, and then when they're all ruffled, they get like, none of these are as cute as the stuff I drew when I based it off of somebody else's real ass art. I like faking things. I like copying the designs other people have done. It just makes me feel more confident about what I'm doing, you know? I'm gonna make you a little more with it. Hi, buddy. There you are. Are you gonna be one of those birds that have like the little cheek blush? I think you are. Okay, and so then we gotta indicate in some way that you are exploding. Which, as I said before, I'm not gonna make them actually explosive, but I think it's gonna be kind of a They're getting puffed up and vexed with whatever it is that I'm doing over here. So they gotta flash a little bit. They gotta give us a little bit of little bit of what for here. How do feathers go? How do their feathers go? There's like a little curl around here. If you just draw enough lines, people are like, oh yeah, she means feathers there. They mean feathers over there. Just keep drawing more lines. It'll be fine. How'd a bird do? How do bird do? Because these are all kind of like their little fingies, is the thing. When they get out here to this part, it's like they're wiggling their little fingertips at you. That's like this big part here. And they've got like this other part that's much more of a... This is the bit that actually gives them the insulation and whatnot. How do I bird? I don't even know. But listen, they do love to knit. This one does anyway. Where are you looking, buddy? What's over here? Maybe that's where maybe that's where those fireflies are. There's some fireflies over here. You gotta watch out for that shit. They glow. Alright, so that's what he's reacting to over there. And maybe there's... Let's see, do we want to do a fancy wing pose? Yeah, we do. So he's kind of got his wing coming around this way, like a human hand would do, which definitely works. That's definitely how a bird would do. So then we got this whole other butt end of their body, which is going to be sort of this stuff. And then there's going to be like a tail. Which way should tail go? Is tail going this way because they're flying? Yeah. Tail's going this way because they're trying to get away from that shit. Then they're fireflies. Oh, how do tail do? Okay, so that's another bunch of scribbled little things there, but so he's running away from fireflies, but that's because he was getting close to this rainbow here. How'd a rainbow go? Okay, come on now. I can draw. Oh, geez. There we go. There's our rainbow. Pride. And then we also got to work in that they really love knitting. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have their little footsies here. Just holding on to their precious knitting. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did this to me. Are these huge feet? I'm pretty sure that's just fucking enormous for bird feet. It's fine. It's a big-footed bird. You know, like a blue-footed booty. Whoops, that didn't come out right. Alright, so here we got our little handy hands. They got big claws. Did you know they got big claws? They got big claws. They're fucking dinosaurs. Lest you forget. Okay, but as part of this, then he's got, there's these knitting needles coming in here. How do birds knit? How do birds knit, though, is the thing. If I were a bird, I mean, they would definitely do it with their little paws or their claws. Pick a prickly pear with the big paw. Scooby-Doo-woo. And let's see, what do we think that they're knitting? This is the thing. Well, first of all, the one string is like going off that way because they're trying to get away from those fireflies. Oh, and then there's feathers everywhere because kind of exploding because they're so freaked out. Like, oh my god, who let these fireflies in here? Jeez Louise. Bigger hair. He's so freaked out. I love bird heads when they're trying to be intimidating. It's kind of like there's this trend among children's t-shirts now where they will have just a very thick pad of sequins sewn on, and if you rub the shirt down, the sequins will be one color and make one image. But then if you like rub the sequins the other way, they swap. Okay, but what is he actually knitting? Okay, we've got it coming down this way. I think I'll just make it like a little scarf. There's no need to be overly complex here. Maybe even it is itself a rainbow scarf. You'll have to imagine the color because we're not doing color right now. But yeah, so there we go. And draw an exploding parrot that loves knitting. I want these to be cuter. I want to make cuter things. What shall I draw? Scoop-a-doo. Scoop-a-doo. I know. I've been thinking about little mushroom guys lately. Because there's so many different kinds of little mushrooms. And there's so many happy little guys that could be made. Like there's these one mushrooms that I've seen growing in my garden. Now, I'm not one to even eat mushrooms from like the grocery store, let alone taking a stab at any sort of wild mushrooms, anything like that. But I can appreciate when they're pretty cute. And these ones, they're just like teeny tiny little, like, pictures of what a mushroom would be like if you had to picture a mushroom. Ooh. And they just like to grow. They like to grow in these little groups. They come out probably from all the same little pile of dog shit or whatever is deposited that makes them grow. But they just look like such little buddies. They stick together. Pardon my shaky hand here. Part of drawing is practice, and I'm far, far out of practice. Then there was one time I was noodling around in a woodland, and as we were just kind of dicking around back there, we came across this just giant white pod, and it was there just by itself, and it had like I don't know how thick the stem was because the bulbous top part was so over things, and we tried to poke at it thinking that maybe it would like puff spore everywhere, but it was like just a big solid chunk of meat. It was very fascinating. I like a good mushroom. And then then there's the one, they call them like, I think they're morels. They're either they're morels or they're like a relative of morels. And they've got like the name of like the dog dick mushroom or something, if I'm not mistaken. And they are like, they're usually amongst the leaves, and my friends all get real excited about them because they're like, it's the one time where you can go out and dig under a tree and earn $30 because people are so hot for these mushrooms. I don't know that that's what they're like, necessarily. Now, I think what these mushrooms need is some kind of little swamp creature. The best swamp creatures I know of are frogs. Let's go ahead and put a little frog in here. Let's keep drawing his eyeball as much as possible. What kind of frog? What kind of frog does he feel like? Is he like a Garf kind of frog? Is he like a Michigan J frog? Or is he... He's a little bit of a Garf frog, but not completely. What's your face look like, though? Oh, you're a silent frog. I see ya. Let's bring this out a little bit more here. He's just hanging out. Hanging out, being frog. Oop. A little bit there. Do, 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 do. Their front legs are nothing. They got all their beef in their back leg here, which we don't get to see. So he's just thinking about some stuff. Oh, but it's pleasant stuff. That's good. I'm glad it's pleasant. Quietly pleasant. What is it that you're looking at most wise here? There's some kind of pond here. Are we enjoying the view? What other kinds of plants and stuff do we have around here? I bet there's some reeds of various sorts. Those are the sorts of things that hang out next to ponds, yeah? We'll give those the little hot dogs. Everything is harder when people are watching. That's why last time I drew my staples first, and then for stream just traced and colored them so that y'all didn't see me. Now, one of the things that I gotta tell ya is that I'm working on a pad where I draw, and then it shows up on the screen that I'm looking at, but I'm not looking at the screen that I draw on. These are all just hot dogs. Don't worry about these. These are fine. We're just gonna leave those as is. The rest of this is just gonna be a big tree trunk, because then I don't have to draw as much detail. That goes in behind there. And you probably come down around here, as it were. I do love a good root system. I will say that. Is this a baobab or is this a willow? It's not a baobab. I don't think this is the right environs for a baobab, really. It's just one of our wet friends. One of our squishy trees that like to have their toes in the water. Just something real nice, keeping it cool. I have no idea if cattails would grow this close to a tree. Because, you know, I don't know nature. But I like imagining that certain plants like to buddy up with each other. Let's see, what do we think about this? I'm thinking that there might be a few other kinds of frogs here. And you don't know. You don't know what they look like. There's always lots of little frogs that just look a little weird from what we might be expecting them to look like. I'm frogs. And we got a little bit of a mud thing back there. Everybody's a frog today. Everybody's a frog every day. We're all just a little bit out of our elements, while also being uniquely designed for our element. This is nonsense. You can say anything when you're streaming because it just doesn't matter. And I think in this little pond here, there's probably a turtle. I don't know if you've ever been to a park that has a pond, but there's usually like a little box turtle or snapping turtle that hangs out in that pond. This isn't, I don't know if this is working for me. Let's do a new layer, and I think what I'm gonna do is look up a character, like a real character. Let's see. I have been looking at Yu-Gi-Oh things recently for various reasons. Do I want to draw a Yugi? Oh, look at him. These are adorable. I don't often look at Yu-Gi-Oh. He's the king of games, so I've heard. But yeah, let's just draw. I just want to draw a dude for a little bit. Is that okay? His hair is really something. I didn't realize it was quite so much of a star. Like, he's got a real Shadow the Hedgehog thing going on here. Gotta say, real surprise. Yeah, if I didn't know better, I'd say he was a hedgehog. No, I wouldn't. I would never. It does remind me a little bit of a clown, though. A little bit of Hisoka. Nah, nobody could be like Hisoka. Oh, he's like Patrick the Starfish, SpongeBob's friend, right? Huh. Now this is officially labeled as Yama Yugi, which is Yugi's other self, apparently. Everything I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Just learned from reading fan fiction. And then he's got some special little, like, Nishinoya strips, which I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans would be quick to tell me Nishinoya has a Yu-Gi-Oh! Strip, I would imagine. But who am I to judge? I'm Ren, and it's my channel. He's got lots of little hair things here. Oh, look at that. This is fun to draw. Shit. Dang. Now I know why people design anime characters like this. This is way more fun than trying to draw realistic looking people. I'll give you that. And these little fingers each have their own little thing that happens at the end here. Smooth McGroove, grooving on Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! This is awfully close to his face. And these look like spider legs. That's a little creepy. Now, I learned stuff about Egyptian history because the people who write fiction about Yu-Gi-Oh! Spend a lot of time being like, so here's all this stupid Egyptian stuff that they were doing, and here's a more accurate portrayal of what they might have been talking about. And I didn't even really know that there was that much Egyptian stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I was watching Drawfee, which I do love, and Karina Drawfee loves Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I kind of just got interested in it, you know? I'm just like, well, if she likes it this much, I want to know a little bit more about it. But then there's also the fact that it's just a ton, just a metric ton of anime to go through, really. And I'm not that interested in it. He is very pointy faced. I will say that. He might be one of the pointiest anime boys. Oh, hey, Ray. Hi. Nice to see you. I'm glad you could join. Right now I'm drawing a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've been reading fictions about them. It's real fun. If I don't have any fiction in my fandom, I like to go out to other fandoms that have like more than 1,000 fictions in them and just see what it is that those people in fandoms write about. His Millennium Puzzle is a lot larger than I thought it was. I thought... Well, anyway, I'm gonna finish drawing Yugi here. It's so much more fun to draw something from an example than from my brain. My brain doesn't want to do that. My brain doesn't want to have to come up with the actual, like, shapes and stuff. I just want to take what shapes are there and make them more me style. You know what I mean? There he is. Ooh, he's so intimidating. He's like 5'4", but you love yourself a short king. Let's get... No, come on. Come on, Eyes. Can you just be cool? Anime Eyes, can you be cool and just vaguely look like you're looking in the same direction as the other one? Just a little bit. There we go. I'll take it. Hey. Good enough. And then you've actually got a bit of a nose. You've got a little more nose than the average anime. Even if it is just the nose shadow here. Come here, you. Hup. There. Ooh, that's a good anime nose. This eye's wrong. This eye's wrong. So we'll just make it thicker. When in doubt, just make it thicker. Yeah. Oh, he's extra angry now too. Super duper angry. No. He's got much more of a little pout going on in this. Oh, it's just pouty face. I'm mad. So I'm not doing the best copy job that I've ever done. I do tend to do a better... Oh, he's got big collar here. Big collar. Biggest of collars. Don't fuck with my collar. Escaflowne has huge noses, huh? I have watched that anime, but it was back in college. So I don't remember their noses per se. What is going on with this fashion? I mean, I knew Yu-Gi-Oh! Fashion was something else, but this is a little bit of a defying physics kind of outfit here, y'all. Oh, look at how he's so mad. He's so mad. I put those lips on him and now he's just big old cranky pants. All right, we're going down with this one. Oh, what are you talking about me for? I throw cards at people, maybe. What do you know about Yu-Gi-Oh? Nothing. I know that it's closer to Digimon than I thought it was, but not really that close at all. I thought that talking about something that had a lot of fans would draw people in to tell me how I'm wrong about things, but not been getting that so far. I guess people don't automatically know if you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! He's just been on my mind. He's just been on my mind. Part of me wants to watch the shows, but I don't know if I would be able to stand it because just reading the synopses of it, as I've been basically doing, is very confusing. All right, so these become his little shoulder pads insofar as he's got like this little cape thing going on. Oh, look at him. He's so badass. I keep looking in his eyes and he's intimidating me. All right, so then this is going up off of there. That's that one. So this is going up like this. I guess so. We'll just leave those creases in there. Nope, I hate them. They need to go. You also need to go. Let me get this cape right. Or as right as I'm willing to invest in it. There we go. So then that part comes down there. And then his little capelet goes off this way. So what are your actual shoulders doing here, my sweet Baboo? My little twig of a man who's like all in these sharp corners, but I'm pretty sure that I could accidentally trip on your arm and break it in half. But that's all right, because you're just a card flipper. You don't got to be, like, proper strong. If real strength... I'm going to give you a slightly beefier arm than you have in this. We're going to beef you up a little bit, Yugi, my boy. Let's go ahead and make this a little smaller. Bring you up here. I said bring you up here. Thank you. Okay. We'll keep drawing. We'll keep drawing your body on here. Then you've got like a little... Well, you've definitely got the Yugi collar. Is the thing. That's a big thing about Yugi. Is that he wears... bondage gear? At least leather baby gear. I love it. I'm gonna put this in here. We got his little buckle. There you go. Look at that. There it is. Hot dog. Not quite right, but whatevs. And then he's got like this enormous chain that's like as thick as his fingers. I'm not drawing that just yet. Ooh, look at his little face. I'm enamored of it. You're a cutie patoot. I tell you, Yug. Hey, Yug. That's the other thing I know about Yugi, is that in the American dub, his one friend has like the thickest New York accent. Here, we're going to give you a little beefier arm here. Does this work? Here's where your arm goes down. And then it turns into an elbow around here, as the arm do. Aye, come on there. Do. That arm's gonna look a little weird for a while. Alright, and then he's got big old bracelets on, because of course he do. You gotta have big old bracers if you're an anime kid. That's not what they look like. Don't worry about them. They look enough like this. Just be cool about it. And then he's got his little hand doing little hand things. It's a big hand. I made his hand too big. I made everything down here too big. It's fine. We can just make this whole thing a little smaller. And then we'll move it up a little bit. I said we'll move it up a little bit. There we go. Works for me. Works for me. Deselect. Now what's your top doing? Because I just started drawing this. Alright, so then he comes in here. Oh, he's so tough. And he's at practically a JoJo angle here. Alright, so his little shirt does this somehow. And then his whole thing is here. Yeah, that's kind of the swoop that he's got. And then he's got a couple more belts. More belts, please. And then another belt. Another thicker belt that's basically like a skirt waistband, honestly. And that one has a big old buckle here. Big old buckle. A buckle. That's words, right? And then your other arm is coming down like right up against here like that. So we'll do that. And that gives us this little arm bracer here. And everybody always is making an Arthur fist when it's back there. That's just the truth. Everyone's always making Arthur fist. Here, move up hair. Your hair is a problem, my little dude. I like it. I'm liking how you're turning out, my little Yugi man. Can we fill in your t-shirt? I think that's looking good. Look at you. Look at you, my king. Because I gotta keep indicating that I understand that this is not, in fact, Yugi, but is the nameless king that ghost rides Yugi's whip for a couple of years. And that maybe Yugi falls in love with, or maybe they're just best friends. I mean, it's an anime. I bet they were just best friends, and then everybody in the fandom was like, but also they were in love. And they were roommates. Soulmates, in fact. Soul roommates. Ah ha 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 ha. It's funny. Oop. Let's get you a little shorter there. Gosh, I wish more people wore capes. Although, I will say, the people, the majority of the people that I have known who have worn capes didn't need to wear capes to let people notice them. They had their own stuff going on. That was very noticeable. But they still then also wore capes. So it seemed a little overkill. What I would like is if, like, shy people wore capes. Let's see. And then your pants are just black leather pants, my little dude. Oops, that's just like a weird little leg there. We're not gonna... Do you have any sort of ass? You don't. That's fine. You're like 12. Boop. Nope, I can't make legs look right coming out of there. What's up with that? All right, so here's some wrinkles on that part of the pant. And then he's got like just absolute stork legs here. The way only an anime, the sort of thigh gap that only an anime can do. Actually, not that much of a thigh gap, honestly. There we go. Oh, leg. I hate you. How are you harder? Oh, because I haven't drawn hand yet. I was going to ask leg how they were harder than hand, but it's because I didn't do the hand. I hid one of the hands and then didn't worry about it. All right, good enough. So now this little hand here, which they've just got doing the like neutral hand pose where it's like, I got a couple of pinkies in here. Yeah, just like that. That looks great. That looks exactly like a hand ought to look. Don't tell me any different. Crunch, 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 crunch. Okay, so now the big reveal for y'all. Here's the image I was working off of here. What do you think? Made his face too thick for sure. Collar's not thick enough. The whole thing is a little and I didn't do his Millennium Puzzle here. Because frankly, it's ridiculous. It's huge. Why is it so big? He doesn't need that big of a puzzle. I suppose it's easier to animate. His little grump face. The pout, it's not the exact same pout, but I feel like I captured the true essence of the pout. Let's see, what else? I haven't been streaming for that long, have I? Just about an hour. Today's a light day. I don't know. I was trying this out. This was fun. I liked it. I think it'll be more fun when I have more folks to chat with who can tell me what to draw or have fun with me while I'm drawing. But this was a fun experiment. I like this. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I was copying. It's very thick. This is Yugi, the body, but then the particular person inhabiting his body currently is the nameless king, or Atim. Yeah, there's a lot to Yu-Gi-Oh that complicates the whole situation far from what one might have suspected. But yeah, we'll go ahead and save. Oh, you're gonna see my folders. It's not really that embarrassing, I'll tell you that. You can see my little guys. See my little guys peeping out from my folder. That bird. Oh, you can't see him anyway. It doesn't matter. Ha 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 ha. Hooray for properly sharing windows so that I don't accidentally let you all know. Formerly known as Frank, as played by John Goodman. Was his name Frank in that? What is it? No, it was King Ralph. Ah, geez, King Ralph. What is today? Today is March 7th. So 03/07 2023 draw stream. That's what we'll name this file. And it's got a Yugi, and let's see. We'll go. I don't know if Wraith is still here, but Wraith. Here's some frogs that I drew and a little snapping turtle. And here's the prompt was draw an exploding parrot that loves knitting. They want to find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but are afraid of fireflies. Fireflies. And then this one was a wooden koala that loves hamburgers. Well, they want to be a witch, but they're afraid of shadows. I was really just getting warmed up on this one. Oh, well, there we go. No, we already saved that. We don't need that here anymore. All right, well, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great day out there. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.